Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Bob. I love to travel. Now, I love all the things that are associated with travel, kind of the adventure, the excitement about it. I love getting to experience new places and try new food and meet new people. But I also love kind of that secondary element, especially when you travel to someplace kind of far away from your home, where you experience someone else's culture. And you notice kind of a jarring kind of discomfort. You're taken out of your comfort zone because their cultural experience has different elements than your own. And I tend to really enjoy that. Not because it feels comfortable. I feel that same discomfort when I confront something that's really different from my own culture. But it always makes me think. And I really love that kind of that mental back and forth. Well, why do I assume that I'm right and this way is wrong? For example, I've traveled different places in the world where they serve non-traditional foods for breakfast, or non-traditional by my standards. And so if I walk out into a breakfast dining room and see fish, or I see salad. Salad's not so bad because I'll eat that later on. I'm not big on fish. But seeing something that I would think is non-traditional breakfast food, my knee-jerk reaction when I first encounter it is, well, this is wrong. And then I have to come back and circle around and say, why do I automatically think that this way is wrong and my way is right? Recently, I saw condiment packets. And so there was a red one, and it was ketchup, and then there was a yellow one. Obviously, that would be mustard. Except it wasn't. When I opened it up, it was mayonnaise. And I thought, this is wrong. You have mayonnaise in a white packet. Mustard is yellow. Why wouldn't you have mustard in a yellow packet? It was just different. And it kind of took me out of that comfort zone, and I had to come back and think, why is this bothering me so much? I remember places where the bathroom experience is just different. Toilets are different in different parts of the world. Many parts of the world outside the U.S. have regular bidets in all the bathrooms. I've been in places where the restrooms are quite primitive, and it's always kind of outside my comfort zone, but it makes me think. Not just what I consider right or wrong, but what I consider a blessing, how fortunate I am. And then what I consider to be fortunate, others consider they prefer their way. And so with different foods and languages, with different experiences, it's always good to kind of ask yourself, why do you assume that you are the right, or that you're blessed because you have it this way, which means it's the better, best way? When we travel around the world, we find many different foods and smells and events. We find different culture, and it's good for us to become a little bit uncomfortable and to see how others live, good or bad. It's a good time for us to kind of take stock of the way we think about other cultures, and how we can look at things and prefer something without necessarily thinking it's the right versus wrong way. I prefer a lot of things of my own culture because they're familiar to me. But I've come to realize that through travel, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're right and other ways are wrong, but I do prefer them. And that's okay. I'm sure people in other cultures prefer the way they do things. They prefer mustard, or they prefer mayonnaise in mustard packets. I prefer mustard in mustard packets. think about the way you think of things that are different. When you encounter someone else's different tradition, different way of saying things or doing things, what's your knee-jerk reaction? I know I still have a lot of work because I still go to, well, this is wrong, because I always think that I'm right. We all do. If we didn't think we were right, we would think something else. But I know that I have some work to do to think that I just do things differently. And I can take joy in experiencing things in a different way. I hope you have a great day today and have a chance to reflect on your own travel experiences.